3407 victims are back in Washington 4 years to the day after that tragic crash in Clarence Center. Loved ones are meeting with lawmakers and putting pressure on the FAA. News 4's Jordan Williams is live with the very latest. Jordan?
Dinah, the families fought long and hard to convince Congress to pass legislation to make the skies safer. Now they want to know why the feds aren't enforcing the rules.
4 years aren't enough to heal the hurt. John Cosner lost his daughter Ellie 4 years ago today.
We lost our loved ones because of bad practices, both in training and certainly fatigue.
Karen Eckert's sister died on Flight 3407. She's among those determined to fight for change.
So the minimum requirements that are in existence today are just abysmal. They are way too low.
The feds blamed pilot error for the crash. The commuter plane went down just 5 miles from the airport. In 2010, the Flight 3407 families convinced Congress to strengthen the standards for pilots. Legislation calls for newly hired commercial pilots to have at least 1,500 hours of flight experience. It also requires the FAA to ensure that pilots are trained on stall and upset recovery. Congressman Chris Collins says the FAA needs to get moving and implement these changes.
I will be fighting for them in the majority to make sure we're holding the FAA accountable for the fact they've missed their deadlines by 1 year.
Last fall, the Wall Street Journal reported the airline industry was arguing the new rules are contributing to a serious pilot shortage. Karen Eckert doesn't buy it.
They want us to go away. They want people who are promoting safety to go away. But there's a reason there were those crashes.
She promises she won't give up. This is a fight she must finish for her sister and the 49 others lost 4 years ago.
News 4's Ed Dranch is with the families in Washington as they meet with lawmakers this afternoon on Capitol Hill. Ed will have live reports for us tonight on News 4 at 5 and 6. You'll also find the very latest posted on WIVB.com. And the FAA has announced that the pilot rule changes will not be finalized until October of this year, but it could be another 5 years before all of the guidelines are implemented. I'm Jordan Williams, News 4 at noon.
Tonight, Western New Yorkers will gather to remember that fateful night. A candlelight vigil is being held 10 o'clock at the Flight 3407 Memorial. That's on Long Street in Clarence Center.